Oh, my teeth look so white right now. Blindingly so. My fam, I have missed you so much. I am back in this capacity, doing what I do best and what I love to do. There's so much to catch up on and cover. I'm not even going to give you a rundown of everything that we're talking about because my rundown would be 2 minutes long. Hello to Tanya Beth. Hello to Rock Ferris. Hello to Jaden. Hello, everybody watching me live and everybody watching me on the replay. Last night was the first night in over 2 weeks that I got more than 4 hours of sleep. All right, I'm exaggerating. There were a few nights I got 4.5 hours of sleep, but I swear, last night was the first night I got more than 4.5 hours of sleep in over 2 weeks. I feel like a different person. I feel healed a bit and recharged and truly excited to do this. Emily asked for my P.O. Box address because I like getting free stuff. My mailing address is 8506 West 3rd Street. That's 8506 West 3rd Street, number 101, Los Angeles, California, 90048. I'm going to get a haircut this weekend, but mainly just because I want my son to get a haircut and maybe to like take care of this, but I'm loving the volume. I don't know. The curls come when my hair gets longer. I'm kind of feeling it. I don't know. I'm just gonna do a very small adjustment. I don't, or maybe I won't even go. Maybe I'll just take my son. I don't know. I got to figure it out. Before we get to all of the juicy stuff, I want to take a moment to acknowledge, to see, and to congratulate Trevi Moran, very popular YouTuber, and has been for a long time, and also a musician, and one of Tana Mojo's besties. Trevi, this week, or within days, it's only Tuesday, Trevi came out as transgender and shared her story, which was one that I would imagine many trans people could relate to, because Travi came out in 2017 and said that she was not trans because she felt pushed when she wasn't ready to be trans. Meaning, people thought they were being very supportive in how they were talking about her fans and her followers, and that almost had the opposite effect on her. Also, welcome back to social media, Amanda Bynes. She returned to Instagram and shared a video of her rapping along to an A$AP Rocky song. And I was only supportive of this, but a lot of people didn't leave very kind comments for Amanda Bynes. I want to leave a kind comment, and then I'll get back to Amanda Bynes. For Emmy Ndafu, thank you so much for the super chat, Emmy Ndafu. Appreciate you. I think we just need to let Amanda live. And if she wants to rap to A$AP Rocky, then let her. This was given to me a while ago by a member of my fam, Ricochet Rose. I cherish it. So thank you to her. Somebody asked in the live chat, has Amanda addressed being pregnant? Directly, she has not given us an update other than the initial news that she shared that she was pregnant. However, if you missed this a couple of weeks ago, or maybe more, a few weeks ago, Amanda's lawyer released a statement that she is not pregnant. We don't know exactly what happened between her announcing that she was pregnant and sharing the ultrasound. And now her fiance also announced that they were expecting. She could have had a miscarriage. She could have terminated the pregnancy or been forced. No, I don't think. Yeah, I spoke about this before. It's unlikely that she could have been forced to have terminated the pregnancy. Anyways, I'm back and I'm going to be talking about a lot of things, but everything right now is affected and coming from a place that is different than where we were 2 weeks ago when I made my last recap video. The world has changed drastically, and I think for the better. And it's going to continue to change, and it won't be easy for a lot of us. It won't even be easy, I would imagine, for Black Americans. For example, there's this new term that I have seen over the last week being used a lot. BIPOC. BIPOC. Have you guys seen this term? It stands for Black Indigenous People of Color. Even within the Black community, there's a lot of debate and confusion over that term. And I don't understand it that well. Let me read to you two different things. I read this one thing about the term BIPOC that said, quote, "The term BIPOC stands for Black Indigenous People of Color. It is meant to unite all people of color in the work for liberation while intentionally acknowledging that not all people of color face the same levels of injustice. By specifically naming Black and Indigenous people, we are recognizing that Black and Indigenous people face the worst consequences of systemic white supremacy, classism, and settler colonialism." That's one definition. And I like that one. Then I read another definition, though, for Black Indigenous people of color that said this. What is BIPOC and why should you use it? Quote, "People of color was pretty inclusive for when the term was made, but many Black and Indigenous people have pointed out that the term yet again erases their identities since it paints all people of color's experiences as one. And although people of color experience a lot of the same discriminatory practices for not being white, there's still anti-Blackness which exists in non-Black communities of color, and there's anti-Indigenous in settler communities." From the BIPOC Project, we use the term BIPOC to highlight the unique relationship to whiteness that Indigenous and Black people have, which shapes the experiences and relationship to white supremacy. For all people of color within a U.S. context, we unapologetically focus and center relationships among BIPOC folks. I just need clarity. Does that term BIPOC exclude Asians that are not of color? And does that also exclude white Latinos? For example, I am a white Latino, but I 1,000% identify with being Latino while acknowledging that I have it easier than, let's say, a Dominican who is historically much darker than me. Or for example, does this term BIPOC exclude Asians that are not of color? Like a Filipino a white Asian for the most part. Whereas a Thai person is an Asian of color. Does that make sense? I'm still trying to wrap my brain around it. Basically, my only question is, does this term BIPOC, is it an inclusive term that includes minorities that are not of color? Does that make sense? So anyways, I'm asking questions and hoping to educate myself more and hoping to continue to spread light and awareness and be an ally in every way that I can and do the messy work. And that also means not being afraid to have difficult conversations. For example, yesterday, the editor-in-chief of Bon Appetit magazine resigned after one of the BIPOC staffers at Bon Appetit asked for his resignation when an old photo of his resurfaced. In that old photo of his girlfriend at the time and now wife were dressed as, I would describe it, a J-Lo aesthetic from the early 2000s. They were going for a Bronx look. Some people thought that that was brown face. If you haven't seen the photo, I posted it on YouTube on my community tab. I'm going to show you right now, actually. I forgot that I can just flip the camera around. Let me show you the photo so that you can decide for yourselves, okay? So, flip. This is the photo in question. That was him in Halloween like 16 years ago, and that was his girlfriend, now wife. Some BIPOC staffers claimed that is brown face. That just looks tan to me. That's, to me, not brown face. When Justin Trudeau, the now Prime Minister of Canada, when Justin Trudeau painted his skin color brown to pass off as Aladdin, or it was some Arabian Nights themed party that Justin Trudeau went to many years ago. That is brown face. I don't know if I would call this brown face. And also, I've said this before, the whole concept of cultural appropriation doesn't bother me. I don't think it's a problem, depending on the intention. Maybe the terminology is not the best. Cultural appreciation, I think, is cool, and I'm down with. When I went to Japan, I dressed up as a geisha, and there's tons of shops that do that you can go and get dressed up as a geisha. Is that offensive? I don't think so. I also wear regularly Catholic iconography, Jewish iconography from my trips to Israel. I'll wear Hindu iconography. You may have seen me wearing some Hindu clothes before with Hindu gods and goddesses on it. I have some Hindu statues behind me. I think that's Ganesha. I forget the name of that one. Should I stop? Should I stop wearing Catholic and Jewish and Hindu stuff? No, I don't think so. Intention is everything. I'm not wearing it in a disrespectful manner. Everybody's trying to cancel everybody. Thank you, Jessica. You remember my Krishna shirt. I love it. It's orange, and I wear it regularly because I bought it in India. I would love to go to India again. It's been too long since I've been. Hey, Jonathan Taylor. Everybody's trying to cancel everybody, and I don't know if that's the way forward. There's some people that deserve to be canceled, and then others deserve to be educated. And I guess some could argue that you're being educated through hard knocks. For example, some of you are aware that former Glee actress Lea Michele has received a lot of criticism recently. There is debate, though, as to whether she was racially insensitive or if she was just a see you next Tuesday to everybody. I don't know because I wasn't there. I did guest star on Glee once, and Lea Michele was very nice to me, but that would make sense that she would be nice to me because she wouldn't want me knowing she was a see you next Tuesday. But also, people can have different experiences with different folks. Lea Michele is best friends with Jonathan Groff. He clearly likes her, loves her, and sees no problem with her behavior to him. I talk about this on the podcast this week. We've got 2 new shows coming out this week. We just did the first one, and it should be out sometime today if it's not out already. And we talk about this and some other important things in an entertaining way. If you haven't listened to it, you can check out the Perez Hilton podcast with Chris Booker on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or directly at perezpodcast.com. Your comments are wild today. I'm looking at your comments in the live chat. You guys are wildin'. I believe that maybe canceled. You know what? I don't even know if being canceled is a bad thing because I think what it means to be canceled in this day and age, that doesn't equate being canceled permanently. I don't think that Lea Michele is going to be canceled forever. I just think she got a knock down. And frankly, I think this is a good thing. I think that this experience that she went through these last 2 weeks are going to force her to be a better person, a more mindful person. Same with Stassi from Vanderpump Rules. Some breaking news, if you haven't heard, because of some things that she said and did a few years ago on her podcast, on social media, against a former BIPOC co-star. I'm just gonna say black because it might confuse people if I say BIPOC. I don't know. There's nothing wrong with saying black. A black, even when talking about the, she called the police allegedly on this black co-star, and when talking about the Oscars, Stassi from Vanderpump Rules complained that so many people were bringing up the race card or whatever the heck she said. As a result of all of this, Stassi has been dumped by her agents at UTA, which is an interesting development. And her publicist also cut ties with her. Dumped by her agent and her publicist, both this week. Stassi from Vanderpump Rules. And it seems to be something that's happening again and again and again, that people's past mistakes are coming up again. And I don't know, I'm just trying to wrap my brain around it because it's at the forefront right now. I talked about the Bon Appetit editor-in-chief, talked about Stassi, talked about Leah Michelle, even Mark Wahlberg. Most people, I think, have known about Mark Wahlberg's past, but maybe forgot, or maybe there were a lot of people that didn't remember. I love my new feature. I'm just going to start using my computer screen more often. If you don't know, Mark Wahlberg was involved in his teenage years in multiple incidents of racism and violence against Black people and Asians, against the Black community of Boston, where he's from. And let me show you. There's a whole segment here on his Wikipedia about legal issues. I don't even want to say it out loud. I mean, look at that. I'm not even going to read that. I'm not even reading that. Look at that. That's one incident. This is another incident versus a Vietnamese man. Hi, ay, ay. And the incidents, the violence continued until the early 90s, from when he was 15 in 86 through 92. That's a long period. You know, and this was another awful, oh God. It also makes me think, there are a lot of dumb teenagers out there and a lot of awful and racist teenagers, both. This is just for the dumb ones, not the racist ones. If you are a teenager and you have the impeccable taste of watching me right now because you are smart, then this probably does not apply to you. But share this with your friends. The internet is forever. Jessica just read my mind. Jessica just read my mind. The internet is forever. And especially when you don't have a common name. If your name is Chris Smith and you say some stupid ish when you're young, a Google search won't find that. But if your name is Mario Lavandera, which is my name, and if I would have said some stupid things when I was 16, that would have probably lived on forever. And if there's video, that will live on forever too. Like that one girl from that high school in Pennsylvania. I shared the video across my social platforms and it got a lot of views and shares and retweets and attention. That one video of that girl saying the N-word, and I'm not going to play the video. I'm not even going to summarize what she said. But that girl's name is out there. That girl's name is out there and tied to this video. She's going to have to legally change her name, I think. Or else this high school student won't be able to get into college, won't be able to get a job, I think. Like, I don't know much about her life. Like, maybe she's got really wealthy parents. Maybe she doesn't need to worry about getting a job. Crazy times, my friend. Crazy, crazy times. But what's happening, and especially in an instance with like Mark Wahlberg, is it wrong that his past keeps being brought up. I'm not going to say it's wrong or it's right. I'm just going to say it is what it is. And people, for whatever reason, people are very selective in their forgiving. Justin Bieber, for example, had multiple incidents of racism. Multiple. Yet, a lot of people don't bring that up regularly. Hi, Meter Sangita. I haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you. I believe that Mark Wahlberg has addressed his past and apologized to the people involved. I use myself as an example. People bring up my mistakes from the past all the time. All the time. And I've just accepted it that it will continue to happen. Let's say that something wonderful were to happen to me. Let's say I am blessed to be chosen to be part of a new TV show. The people that don't like me are going to try to get me to trend and bring up every bad thing that I've done in the past. It is what it is. I've accepted it. It's a lot of weight on me to know that that's going to happen. But it's fine. I mean, I've accepted it. Oh, you guys, I've missed you. I've missed this. A lot of difficult conversations are being had right now about many topics. Even J.K. Rowling. Some of you may have seen this. The Harry Potter author has been accused of being transphobic by many people. Why? Well, first, she's said statements similar to what I'm going to read to you before. So there's a pattern of behavior, and that, to me, is where I see the problem. The pattern of behavior and aggression. That is what I view as transphobic, not in isolation what she said recently. A couple of days ago, J.K. Rowling shared an article that read the caption thusly. The article that she linked read, "Opinion, creating a more equal post-COVID-19 world for people who menstruate." That's fine. J.K. Rowling retweeted that with her addition, adding, "People who menstruate? I'm sure there used to be a word for those people. Someone help me out. Wumben, wimpund, wumud?" Okay. I'm not that bothered by that. But, like I said, there's a pattern of behavior from J.K. Rowling. And where she's confused is, I think, she thinks that progressives are trying to erase women. I don't think of it that way. I don't think that progressives are trying to erase women. They're just trying to be more inclusive, because there are trans men who menstruate. There are cis women who do not menstruate. There's a lot of different varieties, option. There's a lot of different layers to this. Okay. It's difficult. I cannot wait until my kids are back in school so that I can make some videos inside if I want. Idle O's, thank you. What about Bill Gates? What do you want me to talk about Bill Gates about? Bill Gates. I believe that it's important to be inclusive, but also it's important to remember that women are still discriminated against. It's just a fact. Women do not receive equal pay for equal work in the world, in America. I mean, we see it all the time. Even in Hollywood and in professional sports, women don't get paid the same. The thing I think that J.K. Rowling fails to recognize is just because certain media outlets or people want to use inclusive terminology, that doesn't mean that she has to. She could still say women and advocate for women instead of saying people or whatever it is. But her Harry Potter star, Daniel Radcliffe, wrote a blog post attacking J.K. Rowling. He wrote, "Transgender women are women. Any statement to the contrary erases the identity and the dignity of transgender people and goes against all advice given, blah, blah, blah." I don't think that that's what she's saying, though. Is that what she's saying? I don't know enough. Is J.K. Rowling saying that trans women are not women? I don't know. It's a complicated topic. I'm not ignoring Bill Gates. What do you want me to talk about Bill Gates? Let me do a Google search. Is there new news about Bill Gates? I haven't read any. Bill Gates, top stories. How Bill Gates learned to give up control so Microsoft could grow. Bill Gates on coronavirus. The world needs more than breakthrough science. Shares of Bill Gates backed online used car seller Vroom. Like literally, these were the first top stories that came up when I Google Bill Gates. I have no idea what you want me to talk about Bill Gates about. like what about Bill Gates? There's a lot of people that believe that, actually, what's his name? There's so many conspiracy theorists that think Bill Gates is the new Jeff Soros. Do you guys know Jeff Soros? Like Jeff Soros or Ted Soros? Who is that? You know who I'm talking about? Ted Soros? Or Jeff Soros? Or which guy am I talking about? George Soros. Right, there we go. Bill Gates is the new George Soros. I don't know much about this George Soros guy other than he is very wealthy, and people blame George Soros for Antifa and for everything bad happening in the world, George Soros. And Bill Gates is the new George Soros. People are blaming Bill Gates for so many things, conspiracy theories. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. Thank you, Evelise Mendez. Love you. You guys can believe it. That's fine. I'm not going to follow the money. I don't care enough to investigate this. If this George Soros guy was doing anything illegal, I would think by now he would be having to face charges. Same with Bill Gates. Come on, people. Hello, Deborah. You guys, there's so much to talk about. A lot of it is complicated. For example, Priyanka Chopra and other Bollywood stars recently spoke out about Black Lives Matter. And the response that many of them got was not positive. Osfly Girl, thank you for the super chat, Osfly Girl. Why would you ask yourself, were people giving Priyanka Chopra backlash? Thank you, Idol O's. Appreciate you, Idol O's from Canada. I love Canada. A lot of people were saying that Priyanka and others were hypocritical because a lot of these Bollywood stars in the past have been spokespeople and appeared in commercials for skin bleaching creams. Thank you, Janie Cullen. Appreciate you in the super chat. Paula, to super chat, you hit the dollar icon underneath the chat box. I'm just drinking water. It's hot out. Oh gosh, it's real hot today. Is it hypocritical? Can you say Black Lives Matter while promoting lightening your skin? It's a complicated question. I don't know. I think you can. I think you can. I mean, you can be a black person in America that gets their skin lightened, and you are a black person. You can advocate for your experience. It's difficult though. It's complicated. There's layers to it. You know, in India, they like in other parts of the world, in India, they had to deal with colonialism and the British coming in, and racism there, and being perceived a certain way was more desirable. And this is generations upon generations of baggage that people are carrying. Hi, Tina. Hi, Novel. Hello, Novel. How are you, Novel? Hi. It even got me thinking, and we talk about it on the podcast, and my co-host and I disagree. We were talking about Kanye in the podcast, or we will. All right. We talk about Kanye on the podcast for the episode that's going to come out on Thursday. Thank you so much, Maurice. So I ask you guys, you could listen to the podcast, the Perez Hilton podcast with Chris Booker on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or directly at perezpodcast.com. Macu Joof. Thank you, Macu Joof. Appreciate you. Kanye West is a huge MAGA person. He's voting for Donald Trump this November, he has announced. And more than that, wears the baseball cap. He's a huge MAGA person. Kanye showed up at a Black Lives Matter rally in Chicago. Was it hypocritical of Kanye to show up? I say yes. What do you guys think? complicated discussions. Yeah, that's a conspiracy theorist, a conspiracy theory, Rock Ferris. I don't believe that. Kanye has never said that. Rock Ferris claimed that Kanye just pretended to be a MAGA person so that he could get people out of jail. Thank you again, Osfly Girl. Appreciate the super chat. Let's keep it moving. An update, if you haven't heard, I believe the last time I went live, I did talk about Jake Paul being part of a riot in Arizona when there was looting at a mall. And he now has been charged with multiple charges: criminal trespassing and unlawful assembly. Amos Neville, I don't know if I saw you earlier, a big hug. Makif Joof, thank you, Makif Joof from Denmark. I've never been to Denmark. I would love to go one day. Kirsten, that's an interesting. Kirsten says that Jake Paul is so hated on YouTube right now. I'm going to go. I want to see. Has Jake Paul even uploaded a video on YouTube recently? Let's see. Jake Paul videos. He's got 20 million. Oh, he did. The looting situation explained. Deleting soon. Blah, blah. Oh, God. He still is making crazy money. He makes so much money on YouTube because look at his videos. They get so many views. Thank you, Valerie O'Dwyer. Appreciate you so much, Valerie. So, yeah, Jake Paul may be hated on YouTube, but he's still getting every single one of his videos gets a minimum of 2 million plus views. Hi, Chloe. So he's not hated that much. He's still getting the views. And you know what? I do want to give credit where credit is due to Kanye. He showed up at the march. I think that's hypocritical, but he did pledge $2 million to George Floyd's daughter and other victims. And he has pledged to cover the legal costs for the families of Ahmaud Arbery. Oh God. He has pledged to cover the legal costs for the families. I need more water. I gotta go inside for a minute. The show is still continuing. There's a lot of show today. I'm just like dehydrated. You know why? I drank yesterday. Yesterday was a drinking day, not today. I had a lot of tequila yesterday. Whoo, child. All right, let me get myself some water. We'll say hi to the kids really briefly while I'm here. I gotta turn the AC cooler in my house because it's even hot in my house. Holy moly. I wonder what the temperature is in Los Angeles today. I'm gonna guess 85, 86. Oh, not me, Destiny. I was making some TikTok dance videos yesterday. It's 95 in LA? What? Hey, where are the kids? Oh. What are you doing? Cleanup. You're doing cleanup? I love that. Thank you, Idol. My last one was, oh God, a long time ago, like 10 years ago.
What are you talking about?
Thank you, Viona.
What did you say then?
Thank you, Viona.
A long time ago, what?
I don't even remember what the question was.
You do remember, because you did it. I saw you because you camera.
I think we're going to get a haircut this weekend. I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
All right, continue your cleanup. Oh, God. Where's your sister? Oh, there's one. Hey, young lady.
Mia's in your room.
She is. Why?
Because she's cleaning up.
Hmm.
Because she's also cleaning up. She's cleaning up your room, Dad. That is because she's cleaning up your room.
All right, let's go. McHugh, thank you. Ow. All right, there's still lots of show. Hold on, it's just like a water and baby break. Not really babies.
I think that she's there because she's forgetting.
Oh.
What?
Oh, okay.
And Mia, ¿quieres ver la mía?
Fiona, thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, Mia fue la que cerró mi cuarto o no?
No, yo no.
Oh, okay.
Maite se quería meter.
Oh, okay.
Aquí está Mia conmigo.
Mia's helping to clean.
Hola.
You're helping to clean? You're not helping to clean, you're watching TV. I thought you were helping to clean. All right, I gotta get back to my show. All right, let's do this. That squirrel scared me.
What's giving you?
Thank you again. Thank you, Fiona Rudd Coley. I'm glad that you enjoyed the cameo. Get outside.
Okay.
If you guys want a cameo from me, you can get one at cameo.com/Perez Hilton. Aw, Fiorella. Mwah. Bless you, Fiorella. Maya dile adios. All right, let's continue with the show. The show must go on. Oh my God. Fiona, you are an angel. Okay. Speaking of Kanye, the Kardashians are still involved in this years-long legal battle with Black China. And now, Idol, thank you. Thank you, Idol. 92 in LA, Osfly girl. Oh my God, no wonder. I was like, gotta stay hydrated. Thank God I'm underneath the shade. Black China is now accusing the Kardashian family of racism. Jussie Smollett also is accusing the Chicago Police Department of racism. To respond to Blac Chyna and her being upset that her show with Rob was canceled, the lawyers for the Kardashians says something interesting. Quote, "This is a 2-year-old lawsuit in which Chyna has changed her defense more times than we can count. Sadly, unsurprising to anyone, she has stooped to a new low, changing her defense to try to leverage the emotions and pain of the moment, insulting the pain and suffering of real victims of racial injustice and systemic racism." Fiona Rudd Coley, thank you, my fam. Anyways, I don't even care about Blac Chyna that much. Next. Has anybody checked out Blac Chyna's OnlyFans? Is it any good content? I know she was posting feet pics. But like anything else? Any like more explicit action? I don't know. I haven't seen anything. An update on Scott Disick. He is still receiving treatment and working on his issues. Good on him. He was also spotted over the weekend with Courtney taking their kids out to go eat. Andy Holloman, when is the gym opening? I emailed the manager of the gym that I go to asking for the date because they could open this Friday. That's when they're allowed to in Los Angeles. But my gym has an app. Viona Rudcully, thank you for the super chat. My gym has an app and it's not showing that I can make an appointment for Friday or even Saturday. So, oh my God, Natalie, they did? Oh my God. Idol O's, can I call Novel? I don't know if I can call, but I could go live on Instagram. Oh my God, Trisha Paytas made an OnlyFans video with Chad Johnson from The Bachelor. Scandal! Not really scandal. Smart. They're both doing it. You know what's wild? This is what's wild. Trisha Paytas is worth so much money. Her dad is loaded. Does she even need to do all, like, you know what the real is? I don't even say this jokingly. I think it's clear that Trisha Paytas has real mental health issues. Thank you, Viona Rudcoley. She's got real mental health issues. A normal, Eva Karen Bertelson, God bless you. Well, I know Chloe, because if she asked her dad, I don't even know, if she asked for her dad for money, he'd be like, well, you can't do this, that, or the other, right? Trisha's sister has an OnlyFans too? Oh my God. I'm going to say it. I don't want either of my daughters to do OnlyFans. I hope that trend is over in 18 years. I'm all for them doing whatever they want with their body, Trisha and her sister, but I don't want that for my daughters. Oh my God. Wow, a lot of you follow Trisha on OnlyFans. That's wild. Maybe I'll start an OnlyFans. Not. Idol O's, I will go live with your friend on Instagram. Lily Fuse, thank you so much, Lily. I appreciate you. Oh my God, I am melting, you guys. I want peace and quiet. Maybe I'll go to my mom's house. Hold on. Amos Neville, oh, thank you. I've got to go to my mom's house. It's so hot out. And it's early in the day, too. It's only 11 here. Oh, my God, Viona, thank you. Oh, can I sit here for a bit? What? You're not watching it now. Teddy, relax. It's so hot outside, Mom. I'm live. It's so hot out. I'm literally melting. Say hi to my fam.
Hi, everybody.
I don't even know. I may not go to the hair salon this weekend. I kind of like my hair longer. Doesn't it look good?
Go next week for Father's Day.
I don't know. Or maybe I'll go this weekend and just get a slight trim. Okay, anyways. Kylie Jenner went out partying on Sunday night to a club in Los Angeles. Viona Rudcoley coming through from London. Thank you, Thank you so much, Viona. I love that name. And thank you again, Lily Fuse. I get it. We are all sick and tired. Oh my God, you guys are amazing. Thank you, M. I've missed you. You've missed me, it seems like. Thank you. I get it. We are fed up with being locked in our homes. Mom, are you tired of being locked at home?
Yes, everybody's tired.
So the clubs are opening. Marcy C, thank you. But I don't know if I would go to a club right now.
No.
Well, I'm not the kind to go to clubs anyways. You know what's interesting? I have a lot of friends that live in Las Vegas and that work in Las Vegas. And I have been looking at their photos and videos on Instagram and Instagram story. If you don't believe me, go to Instagram and filter by location. Look at everything people are posting from Vegas. It's as if it's normal. People in Vegas are acting like nothing is happening right now. We're still not in the middle of a pandemic. I asked my mom if she wanted to go to Vegas in August, and she said no.
Not me.
Beehive Mama, thank you. Although I do think, actually, this is the first time I'm telling my mom this live. I think I do want to go on vacation somewhere in August. I got to figure it out. Or maybe not. I don't know. Should we go on vacation somewhere and rent an Airbnb for a week? Mom? No?
No way, Jose.
Maybe San Diego? There's nothing wrong with that.
No.
No?
No.
Maybe by the beach? Like get a beach house somewhere for a week?
I'm not going any place.
You don't want to go?
No, thank you. I'm scared.
And get an Airbnb. You just stay in the house.
For that, I stay here.
Oh, well.
Thank you, anyways.
It's probably a good idea to save money this year
Yes.
anyways, because my finances have taken a hit. I'm honest. People aren't advertising as much on the podcast or on the website. Thank you, Viona Rudd-Coley. I do hope and expect and pray that things will pick up again sooner. Even YouTube, my YouTube has... Let's keep it moving, shall we? Yeah, I don't know if I would go partying like Kylie Jenner did. Got to give credit also to Kim Kardashian. She's offered to cover the medical bills for this Kentucky protester that was seriously injured. Oh, God, it's hot in here too, Mom. You don't have the air on? She doesn't have the air on. Why don't you have the air on?
I can run money.
You gotta, oh my God, it's so hot in here. Oh my God, you're crazy. How do you turn this on?
Yeah.
It's not going on. It hasn't turned on. There we go, finally. Oh my God. You see, my mom taught me well. Well, no, she didn't. My mom filed for bankruptcy a long time ago, and then so did I. But now we're very cheap. I'm so annoying you right now, aren't I, by being here? I'm gonna keep you in the frame because you make it so much better. I love it. All right, Lori Loughlin's daughter, Olivia Jade, got slammed for urging her followers to use their white privilege to stop racism. I don't see that as problematic at all. My mom, Oz Fly Girl, says hello. Yes, Olivia Jade has benefited a lot from white privilege, but frankly, I would rather people be having these conversations and trying to do good than not. You know what I mean? You know what? I have been on a long time. There's still so much more stuff to get to. I'm going to save some of it for whenever I go live next. I've literally been on for an hour already. That's a long time. So I'm going to save some of this for tomorrow or Thursday or whenever I go next. Thank you, Idol O's. You are amazing. So yeah, I'll go live. I hope tomorrow, and we'll cover some of this other stuff that I didn't get to today. And it's good to be back. I've missed you, and big hug to you all. If you missed any of this, rewind and watch from the beginning. Thank you for watching. You know what to do.